Guys, so the unboxing video that I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about xxxtentacion's Look at Me album. So I hope you like it and enjoy. Hey guys, so here's the Look at Me album. I got it off the Mixuno website. I had planned on to order it from the shop website of X, but unfortunately it was sold out, so I wasn't able to get it during that time, and I wish I would have gotten it earlier before it was all gone. So with this album, it's based off of the documentary on Hulu called Look at Me, Famous Monster. I seen it. I didn't really care for it. The only thing that I liked about it was when he got out of jail, so that was pretty much it, and the rest of it was just trash, because I felt like they painted him in a negative light and only focusing on the negative things they had gone on in his life, and not ever think of the positive things that he's done, and just literally thinking that he's a bad person when he never was, and just overall focusing on Geneva and painting her as this victim, and X being a domestic violence abuser that he never was. He would never lay his hands on any girlfriend that he had, in his life that he was in a relationship with. He just wasn't that type of guy, And the fact, that his mom believes the lies that Geneva said, about her son is very disappointing and sad that she took her side and not stand by her son or his word when he said that he didn't do it. That to me is very hurtful, and it makes me feel and think that she doesn't give two shits about her son. I mean, I still have love and respect for Cleo, but at the same time, I just wish that she was a better mother to him, because she wasn't. She wasn't, the best mom that she can be, because she should have been there for him emotionally, like nurture him and be there for him, because he was looking for guidance and direction and motivation and some type of support system, which he never got. So that's why he got into fights, and had a tough upbringing in life, because she wasn't physically there, really. I mean, she supported him financially, which is good, and I'm pretty sure she had a rough life as well, but I feel she could have done, something to help her son, and that way he would have never gotten in trouble, and just understanding what he had going on, yeah, so that's all I gotta say about it, yeah, with that. Alright, so on the album, it has the song Vice City, which is one of the songs that X had came out on SoundCloud. The first song they came out with was Newsflop, which I love. I think that song is pretty good, and I like it. Next one is Never, Rare Part 1. I also heard of Rare Part 2, which is dope as well. Fuck featuring Ski Master Slump God. That's one of the songs that was their best hits, because they have other songs that they did as well, and I feel that X and Ski is the best duo ever. I don't think anyone could compare to them, because they're that good, yeah. So that's my thoughts about that. Next is Wing Ridden Angel. Now this song is about his ex-girlfriend named Cynthia Perez. They have been together for some time, and then unfortunately broke up because he had cheated on her with a friend of hers, and then I guess they never worked it out. As far as Wing Ridden Angel song that he written for her, he also wrote other songs called Lunacy, Elephant in the Room, I'm Alone, I'm Sorry, Cynthia, and Alone Part 1. Now, all of these songs were written about her because he truly loved Cynthia, and to me, I feel that they should have stayed together, but it didn't happen, like that. So it is what it is. But I just thought that they always looked cute, together. Seeing that, I've seen videos of them in pictures. So, yeah. Next is King of the Dead. Failure is not an option interlude. Now, this had came about because of a video of X stomping on some guy in Denver, Colorado. And you can hear in the background of his friends telling him to get off of him, and to tell him to stop because he was going to really seriously hurt the dude. So that's how failure is not an option interlude came about. Just in case if y'all didn't know. Yeah, that's what it's about. So I'm sipping tea in your hood. Now that one is a good song. It is, one of his best hype songs, that he had. And I also love Young Brats. That's another one as well that I love. And I'll get into that, how that song came about as well in a few. I spoke to the devil in Miami. He said everything would be fine. Willy Wonka was a child murderer. Kill me, paying from the jail phone. That one, is pretty cool because the song Kill Me itself is really heartfelt, and you can feel the pain, that he was feeling, when he wrote the song. So I just love it. Next one is Look at Me. Now, Look at Me is a good song, by X, because that's one of his biggest hits that he came out with, which was back in 2015, which originated from, but it didn't blow up until like 2017. So, but I can never get tired of it, and however anyone feels about this song, whether it's like overrated, or if it gets played too much, I love it, and I'll never stop listening to it. I Don't Want to Do This Anymore. Now, this song is off of the Revenge EP album that I also gotten from Mix Unit website, and it's another favorite of mine that I love. Young Brats. Now, the song Young Brats, the song with that, X had a fight with some guy named Not Lennon who wanted to feature with X. And then he said some slick shit, to him over a text, because I was on social media and I was on a fan account, and I seen like screenshots of text messages from them. And X, heard wind of him talking shit, so he met the guy, Not Lyndon, at a club, and went outside, and they had a fight. X whooped his ass. And there's even a picture, of him, kind of choking him out or something. I'm pretty sure you guys seen the picture. And that's how the song Young Brats, came from. And X himself said that Young Brats is better than Look at Me, which I understand, because Young Brats, that song, at the time was good, and I know it's one of his biggest hits as well, besides Look at Me. Next is Jocelyn Flores. Now, the song Jocelyn Flores was a tribute to his friend Jocelyn Flores, who came to Florida to model for him for a clothing line that he had. And Jocelyn was suffering from a mental illness, and X didn't know about it. He wasn't even aware. He didn't even see the signs. Now, if you've seen a video of X talking about Jocelyn Flores and her taking her own life, yeah, he basically explained his feelings and his thoughts on the situation and how he felt about her, because that was a good friend of his that he truly loved and cared about. So I think it was a good idea for him to do a song contributed to her, and I also as well think it was sweet. Depression and Obsession. Now, this song is off of the album 17. It's one of his, good songs that I love, and it's a classic. as well. And depression obsession, talks about, being depressed and being obsessed with someone that you got close to. That's basically what the song is about, I'm assuming. And then you got Everybody Dies in Their Nightmares, which is also off of the album 17, and one of my favorites. Overall, the album 17 is a classic, and it's my favorite of his. And I also love Question Mark and Bad Vibes Forever, even the Skins album. Those are good as well. And if anybody doesn't like Skins or Bad Vibes Forever album, are not real fans, of X, and they're just hating for no reason, which is stupid, so. Alone Part 3. Now, this song is off of the album Question Mark, which is the second album that he came out with after his debut album 17. And this is like a trilogy to the Alone songs, Alone Part 1 and Part 2, which is pretty amazing. Moonlight, that's another big song that X had came out, and he did a video for it. I love Moonlight and the music video itself because it's just beautiful to me, and I love X's vocals on it. And his vision, of how he came up with the concept, of it. And X knew it would be a hit, and it sure was. I'm proud of him, for how he made the Question Mark album and all the songs that he put together. So he's very creative, and his vision, he's a good visionary, and he knows, what he wants when it comes to the type of music that he makes and the frequencies that he puts into it as well. He talked about music frequency programming when he did like a 3-hour interview with DJ Academics. I don't know if you guys seen that or not, but this is a really good interview. I recommend you guys check it out. And he also did another part, of the interview, but it was like cut off. I have the second part to it, so if you go on my YouTube channel and scroll down, you'll see it says last conversation with DJ Academics. So because if I had the chance to download the video with DJ Academics with the 3-hour interview, the original one, and put together the last conversation video with that, then that would be, the whole video right there. So I'll maybe, probably do that, I'll see. Next one is Sad. Now, Sad is another hit that he had, and I love it because it's so relatable. And X had a concept, interlude, on the Question Mark Deluxe album, Voice Memo, where he's talking to his producer, John Cunningham, about Sad and what it's all about and stuff like that. So, but overall, the video itself is pretty cool, and to think that it was the video, that had came out after he had passed away, was just sad and just heartbreaking. But I'm just glad I got to see it when it did come out, and I just love it. The next one is Changes. Now, this song is good and also relatable, and it talks about how a person changed, and you might not like, that person because of they changed in a certain way because of a situation or whatever they had got going on, So basically, X, just speaks on his feelings, about someone that he loved, and he didn't like, what was going on with them. So, yeah, Change is really good song, and very heartfelt. Hope. Now, this song is a tribute to the Parkland shooting victims. So he made a tribute to them, and I thought that was sweet as well, because what happened to those kids, at that school was just terrible and horrible. And I send my condolences to their families, and I hope, the shooter, who murdered them, regrets, what he has done, and really just rethink of, and evaluate himself on what he could have done better, because I don't understand how all these people go to school just to shoot people. That's just crazy to me. It's upsetting, and it's not right. And gun violence itself needs to just stop. Every time, I hear the news, someone ends up shot because of that, and it's just not good. And I just wish, we all could come together and there would be peace in the world and shit like that. So. Alright, next one is Before I Close My Eyes. Now, this song is good too, because it's like a little prayer. He says, before I close my eyes, I pray the Lord my soul can feed. I hope it's not too late for me. Oh, that's how the song goes. And that song is beautiful, and it's very heartfelt as well, because I know he had problems, spiritual wise, because of losing his uncle. That situation, he was like kind of mad at God, so he made a song called Who the Fuck is God? And that song is misunderstood, because it was just speaking on his experience and how he wanted God's help, and I guess God didn't help him deal with it. I'm not really sure, but yeah, X was really going through it, during that time of his life. But I'm pretty sure he loves God, and he always had faith in him. He believed in any spirituality, So, yeah. And then you got Train Food, which is off of Skin's album. I love that one. It's amazing. Lastly is True Love with Kanye West featuring xxxtentacion. The song True Love is dope, and I love that Kanye West put him on the song. It's, just cool for him to do that, because Kanye West is featured on the song 1 Minute, off of X's album Skins. So, yeah. Alright, guys, so I'm going to show you the disc. So here it is. This is the disc. Yeah. And the cover. Yeah. And that's it for the unboxing video for the album Look at Me by xxxtentacion. So hope you all enjoyed this video. Please make sure to give it a like, and also subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell button so that you won't miss any videos. Alright, take care guys, bye.